Hey gang, I'm going to start an exercise program today, and I thought maybe someone else would like to do it with me. So I'm going to be starting P90, Beachbody's P90 today. I don't know if they'll let me do this. They might take this video down, who knows. But I thought I would take you along. You could do it at home as well with me. And let's try to stave off some boredom and try and get a little bit more fit while we're sitting around our houses. I would definitely urge you and recommend you buy the product themselves. I have owned this product. I have it on DVD. I don't have the Beachbody on demand, but you can get that somewhere on a link, somewhere maybe down below. The Beachbody on demand is pretty sweet. There's over 1,100 different exercises, different exercise program or exercise videos that they have on there, which is pretty impressive. I think it's pretty cheap too. I don't have it, but I think it's like $8 a month or something like that. And you can stream anything, any videos. There's so many different programs you can choose from. So I'd highly recommend you check that out. But in the meantime, let's try and do this. I have done this before, but it was years ago. And I'm older now and fatter now. And we'll see if I can still do it. So to do this program, you will need a couple of things, a couple of items. You'll need resistance bands, which I've got hanging up on the back there, or some dumbbells, which I have an amazing set of dumbbells here. They go from 5 pounds, I think, to 50 pounds. They take up no space. And I've seen tons of ads online right now you can buy them for $89 or something. I don't know if that's one dumbbell or both, but even if it's one, that's a really good price. You'll also need something to attach the resistance bands to do some back work. Now I have this stand thing in the back, which is honestly not great. I don't honestly like it, but it is something I have. Something else you can get is just a door attachment, which this just slides into your door, you close it, and then the resistance band fits through there, and you can do that. Unfortunately, my apartment that I'm living in, there are really no doors at all that open up to an empty space, so I don't have anywhere to go from this and back up and do anything. I would have to do everything on an angle. I might try it, I don't know. These are pretty cheap though. I think it was about $20 on Amazon. So not super cheap, but definitely helpful if you don't have anything to attach it to. And as you'll see, I have to modify the workout even to use this because it starts tipping over when I'm doing it. But yeah, that's pretty much all that you'll need. I think anyway, at least in the first month. I think that's all that we'll need. So, some shoes. You should probably wear shoes when you're doing this. Just some cushioning on your feet will help. But otherwise, that's it. Follow along if you want. Well, I hope you will, otherwise why are you watching this? But let's get started. And again, I don't own any rights to this. This is all Beachbody, 100%. I am not monetizing these videos. I'm just hoping that some people might want to exercise with me and we can try and progress together. So let's try to get going here. Now, Tony recommends putting down an H on the floor, which kind of helps you put your feet in the right spot. So if I had the H, which I don't, but if I had it, the H would kind of be here. So my front heel would be in the top corner, and my front toe or my back toe would be in the bottom top corner. And he's just doing that just to keep your toes sort of back heel, front toe lined up like that. So, no big deal. Don't really need it. So let's start warming up by running in place. If you can go super fast, super high with the knees, get your arms pumping. Or if you're just starting out, which we are, you can just do it nice and mellow. You're just trying to get the blood moving, get the sleep out of your eyes. Next up we have press jacks. These are not great for me. You gotta put your hands here, punch up as you do a jumping jack. These sometimes hurt my shoulders, so if you want, you can just do regular jacks. Again, we're just trying to keep moving, keep the blood flowing, and loosening up the body before we start. Feel free to mix it up too. Okay, now twist and pivot. You kind of reach one way, step back, step into the middle, and step, turn and step back, turn and step back. Keep your elbows up. And always, this might be hard. This might be hard because I'm gonna be winded as I talk, but try and keep your core tight as you're doing all these. So next up, one of my favorites is arm circles. We're just gonna start going forward. You want to keep them kind of to the back more. You don't want to be doing up here. That's not doing much. You want to keep your shoulders back. Keep your arms about shoulder height at the top. You don't want to go super high either. So we do that for 30 seconds, and then we flip our hands and we go back 30 seconds. And again, keeping our shoulders back. Every time I do these, my shoulders click every time. I don't know. Might be a weird thing, but. Okay, sun salutations. Hopefully you can see these. So we start here in prayer. Take a deep breath, arms up. And then all the way down. Keep your flat back. Reach down as far as you can. Sit up a little bit, flat back. And then reach all the way down. And go into a plank. And then keeping your elbows close, go up to an upward dog, I guess. And you're just stretching your back and your chest here. Back up to plank. And then into downward dog. And you want to see if I can switch here. So you want to lift the left leg, straighten the right, straighten the left, lift the right, and just go back and forth, stretching out those calves, and then walk it in. Go back up to your knees with a flat back, down, and then straight up with a flat back. Okay, that's the work. That's the warm-up. So that's the workout. Okay, so we're gonna do half push-ups now. So we're just getting our body ready to do full push-ups, but we may not be there yet. So half push-up. Get your arms out under your shoulders, a little bit farther out than your shoulders, and just go. halfway to the ground. Again, on a push-up, you want to keep your belly tight, keep your glutes tight as well, and that helps keep everything super tight. And you do that for a minute. Of course, I've run out of time. Rocket row now. So, with rocket row, get your resistance bands. Get into sort of a runner stretch. You want to have a flat back, knee over the toe, and then you just pull and tighten, pull your shoulder blades together. Now, unfortunately, like I say, this thing, I can't quite do that. I have to sort of modify, but even then, this thing will start to lift up. I've attached my door attachment to my bedroom, so I have to go a little bit angled. Might want to also get a pillow if you're doing it like me, because now I'm not on my good stuff. So, but oh no, this is the launcher. To get in that rocket launcher position, I need to be farther back, but just for demonstrations, basically in that position, arms straight, back straight, and then you pull. And you're trying to pull your pull your shoulder blades back and together as you're doing it. So I'll see if I can get set up here to actually do a few. Be back. There we go. I don't have a great setup here, so but that's basically those. Okay, skier squats. These are fun. It's just a squat. So you squat down. You want to keep your knees over your toes, a little bit over, not super over like that. That's just going to destroy your knees. Try and go down as much as you can straight, using your glutes, bending, keeping your back straight, and then up. And with a skier squat, you just put your arms out like you're skiing, and then up. Down, and up. Down, and up. And if you can get to 90 degrees, fantastic. That's what you're looking for. But if you can only go that far, that's great. Just keep them going. Down, and up. Down. You want to hold it at the bottom for a second. Come on back up. Down. When you come up, squeeze those glutes. Don't just... You're trying not to use your knees as much as possible. Down, and then squeeze, and you're basically putting your hips forward as you're coming up too. 1 minute of that. Now, you're gonna do touchdown press. Now you can either use your resistance band, get it in the middle, put the band behind your arms, and you're just gonna press up Again, keeping your core tight. And you want to stop about shoulder height. You don't want to flop down the whole way. Keep that resistance on the band. And up. And again, same. You're doing. Doing weights, exact same thing. Step one foot a bit forward. Take the pressure off your back. Lift up. Get into your starting position. And then lift. So, also, I know my hands are being cut off. When you get up, keep your palms forward here. And as you go up, turn them in. Like that. Next we have standing curls, which is just your standard curl. So again, resistance bands, weights, and curl it up. Curl it up. Again, you want to keep your posture good. Don't want to be hunched over as you're doing this. Keep posture up, your shoulders back. To your core tight. And up and down. Same with bands. Step on that and curl it up. And you want to go slow down. Hold it as you're going down. Now sometimes the bands, for me, I can't use this band. It's on its own, it's not anything. But for a band, what you can do is make a little loop. So if you make a loop and you step on that loop, now you've just increased the resistance of the band. And it takes a little bit of adjusting to get the tension the same on both hands, but it makes it a lot harder. So even if you only have one band, you can still up the intensity by making that loop bigger or smaller. So it's a cool little trick. Okay, launch your kickbacks. So the same thing. Launch your kickbacks with a band. You want to step on your band, again being that sort of runner stretch. Put the band up to your armpits, again keeping everything tight, and then kick them back, like so. Keep your head up, keep your neck in line with your back. Like that. And again, same thing. If resistance isn't hard enough, you can make that loop. For me, I'm going to use the weights. Let's try 15. This is probably too much, but so take that stand, kick them back. You want to take that little pause at the back too. Put them up and pause it. You don't want to just go do. Then you're just swinging the weights. You're not controlling anything. So pick them up. 15 might be too much for me here. In this program, Tony asks you to do 16 reps of just about everything. So So you can follow that. I personally like to put a bit more weight and then just go to failure, which is good because you don't want to have your weight so low that you can do 16. No problem. You want the last two to three to be really tough. He basically wants you to choose the weight that when you get to 16, you're at failure. That's hard to do though. It's hard to know what that weight is. So I just tend to do as much as I can with the weight I think is appropriate. One thing you can do is you can make a chart. You can write down the weights that you used and the number of reps that you got to. That way you can progress, you can follow along, you can look back on Wednesday when we're doing this and go, okay, I used 15s, I got 10 reps. If I do 12 and a halves, can I get to 16? Or 10 reps is pretty good too. Okay, so step back lunge is the next. So this one, start standing up. Now whichever leg, let's start putting the left leg back. Lunge back. Again, you want to keep your right leg, your right knee over the toe, if not a little bit past the toe, just a little bit. And then you step back. I'm going to try and do a 90-degree angle. I don't want to go way back here. It's kind of like a walking lunge. And as you do, you're going to use your arms as well. So just go back with the left, raise that arm up. Tony likes to say cheek to cheek. So you go back, this hand's touching this cheek, this hand's touching that cheek, and then you just switch legs. Let me do this for a minute. Oh no, 2 minutes I think. Oh no, I think it's 1 on each leg, it's 16 per leg, so. You want to hold it a little bit at the bottom too. Get that isometric pressure exercise. Cheek to cheek. If this is too easy, just hold it longer. Just stay down there for a lot longer. Makes it a lot more challenging, I'll tell you. By the time you get to the end, whew, you're smoking. Okay. Now we're given 30 seconds of rest. You can stretch things out. You can have a drink of water, which I would recommend. I'm gonna get my water. All right, on to round 2. A little bit different this time. We're gonna do a walking push-up. Sorry, a walking half push-up. So again, get your push-up stance. Do a half push-up, and then walk forward. Do a half push-up, and then walk back. Now, if you're struggling with push-ups, you can always do them on your knees to start. It's the exact same thing. I like to be more on the top of my knees. It takes a bit of pressure off, but it does the same thing for your upper body. And with walking, just kind of scoot your knees forward. I'm running out of room here, but you can do it. If you have a pillow or something to put under your knees, that would be good. I do have these mats, but it still is a little bit ouchy McGouchy on my knees. So, okay, another back exercise now. Shoulder chin pulls. Again, I will probably have to do these somewhere else. This one is kind of the reverse. You put your leg out, stand up straight, and then you're pulling back. Shoulders back, chest tight, your core tight. And that's pretty much it. Focusing on pulling with your back as much as you can. These bands are definitely too weak for me. But if I go with these ones, the whole thing tips over. So anyways, we're doing 16 reps or a minute or to failure, whichever comes first, I guess. So again, you want to have one on your knee, one leg straight out, torso straight, underhand grip, and pulling down. You can do overhand grip, I guess, too. Probably works in different muscles. But this next one is awesome. It's the side step squat. So, squat position, knees over the toes, about shoulder width apart. You go down in your prayer, and if you can go all the way down for this one, you're insane. So just go down to a comfortable position. Remember, your butt's out, your back fairly straight. And once we get to that position, we step out just a little bit. You hold that, we step back in, and we step out the other direction. And if you can help it, don't stand up. Try and stay in that original squat position, or lower if you can. And then step out and hold it. Step back in, and then step out. In, and it's just isometric the whole time. And when you need a break, stand up, stretch your legs, take a break, and jump back in as soon as you can. And on the step out, you're just holding it 2 to 3 seconds. Stepping in 2 to 3 seconds. Stepping out the other side. And you're doing 16 reps, or I think that was a minute and a half. And so out and in, that's a rep. Out and in, that's a rep. Next up, deep swimmer's press. So again with the band, step in the middle, and line it up like that. And a swimmer's press, you start on the table like this, and you twist and lift, and then stop at table as you come back down. Again, just as before, foot step a bit forward, back straight, abs engaged. You want to keep your posture good, keep your head up. Again, if you're using resistance bands and it's a bit too easy, make that loop. It'll make it much harder. I know. Back to weights. So again, same thing. It's just a lot more weight on this. Up and back. Up and back. Up and back. Oh boy. Okay. Again, doing 16 or to failure, whatever you can do. Next up, very hard one. Rocket launcher curls. Probably need to drop my weight a bit, but similar stance to the tricep kickbacks. Get in that deep lunge. This time you actually do lean forward. Try and keep your back straight, and then do your curl. This is called rocket launcher curls. Now, again, you want 16 reps of this. I find my leg gets really tired after about, well, halfway anyways. So you can always switch to your other leg and continue doing them. The reason those are so difficult, and you probably want to lighten your weight a bit, because on a normal curl, it's really hard here, and you get to the top, and your whole forearm is supporting the weight, so you can hold it here all day. But on a rocket launcher curl, you get here to the top, and there's nothing supporting it, so it makes it much harder. Next up, we've got tricep kickdowns. So again, this will be a band exercise for a door attachment. Okay. Similar stance as the last one we did, but instead of just pulling back, you pull back, and once you get to that position, you kick down, and then hold it in that position, and kick down. Great tricep work. Again, you don't need a lot of weight here. It's a tough one. Even with this red band, it's tough. Again, 16 reps of that. Over to failure. Again, keep your posture good, keep your abs, your core tight as you're doing all these. 13 seconds left. They're doing 16, of course. Hit a few more here. So again, leg out. You can use either leg, doesn't matter. Pull down, and then kick it down. Kick it down. Kick it down. You also want to try and keep your arms as close to your body when you go down. You don't really want to do that because that doesn't work your triceps. Okay, next one, kayak back lunge. So same thing as we did before with the back lunge. Kind of make that 2 90-degree angles. But this time, as we step back, we're going to take this time as we step back, we're going to take our kayak, paddle, and turn to the side. Get your hands to that hip as much as you can, and then back, and then turn. And then back. then turn. Get as low as you can go to realism. Tony's looking when you're advanced. This back knee almost touching the floor. You're not so advanced like we are. You probably got a good hand width anyway. You're not down here. You're up here a bit. Just do what works for you. And turn and up. Turn and up. Turn and up. Turn and up. And of course, to make it more challenging, turn and hold and up. Turn and hold and up. That's a rough one after 16 too. I didn't even do 16. Anyway, that's it. That, ouch. That's our first workout. So we're doing cool down now. You just hop a little bit, shake out your arms, shake out your shoulders. And then if you can, if your heart rate isn't too much, wide stance, hands up, drop one arm, put your hip away from that arm, and look up at your hand and reach over. Deep breath in as you put your hand up. Switch it to the other side. Now you don't want to, you can put your hand on your leg, but you don't want to put all your weight on that hand, because then you're not using your side muscles. You're just resting, kind of. Deep breath up. And while we're here, another deep breath. And then go forward. But then collapse all the way down. You can cross your arms. Put your head down. Just rock a bit. And then you can lean over to one side. That's going to pull your muscles in this leg. And then go back. Lean over this side. Getting that inner thigh on this one. And again, you don't want, if your knee is somehow over here, that's too far. And then kind of keep it at the most parallel with your toes. Like that. You can use this arm to push it out if you need. We're going to turn into a runner stretch. If this is too easy for you, try putting your hands on the inside of your foot and get a bit lower that way. And then lean back, put this leg on the ground, go back on your heel on this one, get a decent hamstring stretch that way too. And then same thing on the other side. Feel that a little bit in your hip there. And up on your heel for your hamstring. And back. And you can ragdoll it up like an elephant. Deep breath in. And that's it. We did it. if you followed along, excellent job. I know I didn't do I didn't do the maximum because I was trying to explain as I did, but I might do this later on today just to try and get a full one in. But thanks for coming along if you did. And yeah, let's do it again tomorrow. Until then, one thing I should have mentioned at the beginning was, if you are starting out today with me, take some before shots of your former self, because we're going to change that in the next 90 days, right? Yes. But yeah, hope you had fun. Hope you got off the couch, stopped watching Netflix for a few minutes, and or YouTube, whatever. And hope you had a bit of fun and learned something. I know I've been doing these for a long time, on and off, of course, because I'm not super fit right now, but yeah, I've enjoyed doing this. It's about half an hour a day. This one's a bit longer because I was teaching a bit, trying to. Anyways, hopefully I didn't steer you wrong. Yeah, hope you liked it. I'll be back again tomorrow for day number 2. Let's keep this train rolling. That was weird. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.